Hey guys, I'm Gabriel, and today I'm going to show you how I make my famous bean burger recipe. Now before I start, I just want to tell you it's taken me quite a while to get this recipe perfect because I found that there was really only two types of burgers, bean burgers or veggie burgers. There was like the healthy ones that had big chunks of carrots in them, maybe some beets, which are great, they're healthy, they're good, but I have a tough time feeding that to a cattle rancher buddy of mine. And then there were the ones that look like a burger and might taste a little bit better, but aren't healthy. They're full of oil. So what I came up with was something that I could throw on the grill. I could have a bunch of my buddies over, plant-based, vegans, and non-vegans alike. And after serving these to 100 people or so, like I said, to vegans, non-vegans, cattle ranchers, they've loved them, and so I wanted to share this recipe with you. So to start off with, the base of the recipe is going to be 3 cans of black beans and 1 can of red kidney beans. I use cans in this recipe, but you can also make the beans ahead of time and use it like in your Instant Pot. Now these are together, this is about 6 cups. So if you're using the Instant Pot beans, you could use 6 cups of beans. So first of all, we're going to put them in. I'm using a KitchenAid, and the attachment I'm using is the scraper paddle. I love this for the bean burgers. It makes it really simple and quick to do. So I'm going to fit that on there, put it on, and I'm just going to put that on a low setting so that scrapes them all. And Erica, could you possibly get me a rubber handle, the spatula? So I'm going to let these go. Oh, bit of a mess. And in the meantime, you can get your other ingredients ready, and those will be attached. That one right there would be great. Thank you. So I just have this to, in case things start coming up, I can maybe push them down. Might turn it up a little bit. These are really quick, simple, easy recipe that I think you'll like. Push those down. Alright, so I am going to pull this off for you so you can see the consistency of it. Tell me from there, Erica. So you can see I've mashed the beans up pretty good. They've got a little bit of texture to them left, but they will get fully mixed when the rest of the ingredients are added right now. Alright. So, next, we're going to add some more dry ingredients. We have 1 cup of quick cooking oats, baby oats. You can use whole oats, not groats, but you can all use whole rolled oats will be fine, but I find that the quick cooking oats work a little bit better. Those in there. Got 1 cup of cooked brown rice, and I make sure I cook it to where it's not crunchy. It's got a good water content in it. Put that in there. And next, we are going to put in 1/4 of a cup of vital wheat gluten. Now, if you're trying to make a gluten-free burger, this wouldn't work, but I found that this really holds the burgers together very well and makes for a great burger. So 1/4 cup of vital wheat gluten. And then I have 1 teaspoon of pepper, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Put that in there. We've got 1/4 of a cup of any type of liquid type sauce. So I'm using barbecue sauce for these burgers. I've made Italian burgers in the past with pasta sauce, marinara, and I've made taco burgers with salsa, but for the base of these, I like to use 1/4 of a cup of barbecue sauce. And the sauce doesn't really matter. This is actually a homemade sauce. And then last but not least, 1 teaspoon of liquid smoke. That'll give it a good smoky flavor. So I'm going to put this on and put it on low at the start, or else you're going to have stuff flying everywhere, which I might have stuff flying anywhere anyways. And the key is to make sure you mix it long enough so that gluten and the beans and the rice and the oats and everything can really bind together. And that's going to keep it good when you put it on the grill. And it likes to kind of crawl up the sides here, so I just kind of keep an eye on it. Get her there. And I didn't mention this, but if you do not have a KitchenAid, I have made these burgers many, many times without any use of electric equipment. You just gotta have a big bowl and be prepared to get your hands a little bit messy, but it works out just fine if you're not using a KitchenAid. I just like to make big batches, and batches that I can freeze up for later. So I'm gonna get this a little bit longer. I'm gonna turn that up a little bit. Go. Right. And when you hear it start coming together, you'll hear kind of a hitting the sides. You'll know that the burgers are ready, patted up. Right, and we are there. Okay. So, I will pull this over so you can see what the mixture looks like. And at this point, everything is mixed well. We've got good consistency there. And then next we'll make our patties. Now you can use your hands and you can, patty them up. But one thing that I've found that's worked really well are patty presses. And I also use wax paper. So first off, these patty presses, you can pick them up at Walmart, on Amazon. They've got many different settings. My favorite setting is either the round with the char marks or the sliders with the char marks. We actually just had a huge party with 100 or plus people. I made 100 sliders with this recipe, and this worked out great. So I will show you one of each, and then I'll show you the final product, some sliders that we've grilled up. So first I like to get it in a consistent ball. So something, you'll feel how big it needs to be, but something like that. Press that down there, go just like this. Right, and we'll pull it up. And there is the slider patty. Now what I like to do is take a baking sheet with some wax paper on it, line them up, put them in your freezer overnight, and then you'll break it all, you'll take them off, and then you can put them in a freezer Ziploc bag or whatever you want to put them in that's freezer safe to save them for later. So that is how we make the patties, and I'll show you how I do the round patty here real quick. And again, you could easily, I've done this a ton, easily go right here, and there's your patty. But if you want to make it look a little bit nicer and a little bit more consistent and save a little bit of time, I would recommend using something like this patty press. We'll press it down, pull it up, right here, get the sides off of it, and there's your patty ready to go. Just like that. Now I'd like to show you what they look like after we freeze them. And I've got some right here. I actually freeze them in big bags like this, and this has, I think, about 45 patties. So you see, this is what it looks like frozen, and this is what it looks like here. But the key to getting them to go great on the grill is freeze them first, because once you put that on the grill, it'll start to get a good crust on the outside, and you'll keep a good amount of moisture on the inside of those patties. So here's what they look like frozen. And again, you can do any size you want. These sliders were perfect for a party. And here is the final product. Now these were on the grill. I have to get the grill pretty hot, and then I'll put them on, and for about 3 minutes on each side. You'll know they're ready. You'll see nice char marks on these, but you'll know they're ready when you can have it on the grill and you can just get that spatula right under it and pop it up and flip it over. And just like that, you have some great bean burgers. I hope you enjoy them. And I hope they can be assistance for you. I know they've helped me a ton in having family members over who don't eat a vegan, a plant-based diet. It's a great way to get everybody at the table and for you to get a good group of people around so that you can at least introduce this way of life and this way of eating, and who knows, you might save someone close to you. I know this has helped me with a ton of people that I've known that they've been at least open to this way of eating. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy, and let me know how your bean burgers turn out.